Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. We'll go ahead and get started. As I mentioned, for this week's gentle yoga, we'll actually be using a chair, which is really great for all you pregnant mamas out there, in case you are coming up towards your due date and you just find that getting up and down from the mat is a little bit harder these days. So anyways, we will start on our chair just in a quiet seated position, really starting to bring awareness to our breath, awareness to our body, listening in to our body. Starting to ground here, bring awareness to your breath. Gentle breath in, gentle breath out. A few more just like this. And if you'd prefer to be on your mat, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, join me in a chair. Let's start with 3 deep breaths on your next inhale. Bring your arms up overhead, palms to tap at the top, and exhale down. Inhale up, tap, and exhale down. One last time, inhale up, reach really tall, start to bring some length into your spine, and exhale down. Bring your hands onto your knees. On your next inhale, rock your body forward in a cow-like motion. Really looking up. Exhale, round your back, chin to chest, and tuck your tailbone. I'm kind of sitting on the middle of my chair here as I do this. If you're on your mat, you're just in a gentle seated position, taking those seated cat-cows. Starting to bring some mobility into your spine, stretching the front side of your body and the back side. And if it feels good, bring everything to your left, forward, right, and back. Taking 3 big circles one way, keeping this all in your upper body, and then taking it 3 big circles the other way. And when you're ready, come back to that gentle seated position. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Feel a really nice stretch on the left side of your neck into your shoulder. If you'd like to extend your left arm, really taking that stretch a little bit deeper. Either leave your hand here or feel free to take it as a half bind or by wrapping it behind your back. Slowly bring your hand back to your knee, drop your chin to your chest, and take your left ear to your left shoulder. An option to take your right hand and extend it out, or take it behind you in a half bind. Slowly bring your hand back to your knee, drop your chin to your chest, and at your own pace, take it each way a few times. By doing it at your own pace, that allows you to stay on any one side that may be a little bit tighter than the other. You want to really feel that stretch. Always an option to take that circular motion up into your neck by looking up towards the sky. If this makes you feel lightheaded, though, don't do it. Slowly come back up. Feel free to keep your eyes closed as we gently move through this upper body warm-up. Take your gaze to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Come back to center, and if you'd like, push your chin back towards your neck, kind of reversing the effects of our tech neck. And release that. On your next inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale up. Exhale, back and down. And reverse that. Inhale up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale up. Exhale, forward and down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, forward and down. Take your arms out wide to a T. Feel that stretch, that openness in your chest and your shoulders. And exhale, round your upper back. Bring your right over your left. Give yourself a big hug, chin to chest. Feel that stretch between your shoulder blades. Inhale, come wide again. Exhale, round, this time left over right. Kind of a modified eagle arm position here. Inhale, open. And bring your arms up. Palms to touch at the top this time. Exhale them down to heart center. Interlace your fingers and push your palms away. Rounding your upper back, again, chin to chest. Inhale, sit up tall. Bringing your arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, twist over your right shoulder. Now with this twist, you can take it as deep as it feels good. Bring it into your cervical spine, your neck, to the point that it feels good. Keeping it all in your upper back, though. If you feel like your left glute is coming off of your mat, off of your chair, back off of it a little bit. Inhale, come back to center. Palms to touch at the top. Exhale, down. Interlace your fingers. Push your palms away. Inhale, sit up tall. Hands come up towards the ceiling. Really reach tall. And exhale, twist over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Arms up at the top. Drop your right hand down. Really reach tall with your left. Take it over to the right side as much as it feels comfortable. We want to feel that stretch really come all the way down our left side, coming all the way down into our lower left back. Inhale your right up. Exhale your left down this time. And switch. Inhale your left up. And exhale, bring your hands down to your knees. Take your knees a little bit wider. Look over your right shoulder, kind of pushing your left leg away. Come back to center and look over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Bring your right leg into the midline, kind of so it's right in line with your hip. Take your left leg out straight in front of you. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Taking this as like a half split, modified half split. Inhale, slowly roll up. Bring your left leg with you. And bring your left over your right. So you feel a nice opening in your hip. Also in your glute. Feel free to lean into this as much as it feels good. One thing that I like to do in class is just give myself a little calf, ankle, and foot massage. Something we don't do often enough. Don't thank our lower body for all that it does for us. This is a nice way to do that. All right, slowly bring your left leg down. Bring the top of your left foot onto your mat. Kind of lean forward or back. What we want to do is feel a really nice stretch kind of from our shin down to the top of our foot, all the way to our toes. And kind of play with your body alignment. See what feels good. All right, bring your left foot now in line with your left hip. Extend your right leg, take a deep breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly come up. This time bring your right leg with you. Bring it over your left. Lean into that hip opener, glute stretcher. And let's give ourselves just a few breaths worth of massage. Okay, and then bring the top of your right foot onto your mat. And again, either use your upper body to take it back or forward. However, this stretch feels good for you. All right, feel free to come out of that. We'll go ahead and stand up now and use our chair as a prop. So what I like to do is keep all four legs of my chair on my mat so that it doesn't slide off. And just place it in front of me. All right, let's take a deep breath in here. Exhale, forward fold. Take your stance as wide as comfortable. Slight bend in your knees if you need it. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend your spine from your pelvis all the way to the top of your head. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring both of your hands to your knees. And look over your right shoulder. Come back to center over your left shoulder. Back to center, slowly roll up. Place your left leg in the middle of your mat. Grab for your chair with both hands. I'm grabbing onto both sides of the chair. And if it feels comfortable, if it feels good, on your next inhale, lift your right leg. Push through the heel of your right leg. Bring a slight bend into your left standing leg. On your next exhale, slowly lower down your right foot. Take your stance a little bit wider so it's about hip distance apart with both toes facing your chair, facing the top of your mat. And slowly come up into a high lunge. Really lean lunge into your left leg as much as comfortable, feeling a really nice stretch on your back hip flexor. Now on your next exhale, bring your hands down behind you, interlace your fingers, and open your chest. Inhale, straighten your front leg and lean forward. Again, only to the point that it feels comfortable and really nice stretch on the back of the front leg. Slowly bend your front leg. Inhale up and cartwheel your arms open over your right shoulder. So now we're in Warrior Two. With your left toes facing the top of your mat, your right toes facing the long edge of your mat. Again, really lunge, lean into your right leg as much as it feels good. Drop your back hand, flip your front, and reverse your warrior away from the top of your mat. Feel a really nice stretch on your left side here. Come back to Warrior Two. Drop your left forearm to your left thigh and reach your right arm over. Option to look up, forward, or down. Come back to warrior two, straighten your front leg, and then reach towards your chair. Either place your hands here for triangle or take it down to your shin, your foot, the floor. Slowly bend your right leg, come back to warrior two. Turn both toes towards the top of your mat, arms up, and on your next inhale, step your right foot forward to meet your left. And on your exhale, drop your hips down in a chair pose. Inhale up and exhale down. Now, chair pose is really nice after those asymmetrical movements just to realign our hips. So I like to come to that. All right, I'm going to turn around just so you can see me, but you can stay where you're at as we do our right leg. So we'll do all of that over again, taking a deep inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to take that stance a little bit wider if you need it. Inhale, both hands to your knees this time. Take a few cat-cows. When we come to this cat, it's a really nice lower back stretch. You're tucking your tailbone, stretching out that lower spine. One more. And slowly come up. This time, place your right foot in the middle of your mat. Grab onto your chair, and if you're comfortable, lift your left leg. Push through your left heel. Keep your hips parallel to the ground so that you don't hike up your left hip, but rather keep it in line with the ground. Exhale, slowly lower down. Take your stance a little bit wider. Keep both toes pointing towards the front of your mat, and then come up in that high lunge. Exhale your hands down, interlace your fingers, and open your chest. Straighten your front leg and lean over to the point that it feels comfortable. Slowly bend. Inhale your arms up and over. Open over your left shoulder. Come into that warrior two with your right toes facing the top of your mat, your left toes facing the long edge of your mat. Really bend into your right leg. Drop your back hand, flip your front, and reverse your warrior, feeling that stretch all the way down your right side. Come back to center. Drop your right forearm to your right thigh. And reach over towards the top of your mat with your left hand. Slowly come up to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reach towards your chair. Place your hand on your chair or down on your shin. Your foot, the floor, in triangle. Slowly bend into your right leg. Come back up to warrior two. Now this time I want you to turn both toes towards the top of your mat. Bring your arms up. Exhale your hands down. And then step your right foot back to meet your left. And this is really where I like having all four legs of the chair on the mat, kind of gripping it there. Here, find yourself in a plank position and exhale back into a modified down dog. Feel free to walk out your dog here, tapping one heel down and then the other. Inhale forward, back into that plank. Exhale back, modified down dog. Last time, inhale forward. And exhale back. Just start to bring your body up towards your chair, not into a full plank, but I want you to step your left foot forward so that your left toes are off your mat, your left heel is on your mat, and then do the same with your right. So your right heel is on your mat, your right toes are off your mat. Take the chair and come down into a squat position. Now, if you're kind of leaning on your chair like this, that's perfectly fine. We just want to use it there for support. Really nice hip opener here. Place both hands on your chair, push yourself up, and slowly come up. Wonderful. Let's take just a few seconds here to get a water break. I mainly teach prenatal yoga, and for that, we want to make sure we're never dehydrated. So we take water breaks often. All right, wonderful. Let's do that full sequence one more time on each side, a little bit faster though. All right. So we'll start on our left side. Take a deep inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, both hands to your knees. Look over your right. Back to center and over your left. And slowly come back to center and stand all the way up. Place your left foot in the middle of your mat. Grab onto either side of your chair. If it feels good, lift your right leg. Exhale, step your right leg back. Bring your feet about hip distance apart and slowly come up. Really lunge into your left leg. Drop your hands behind you. Open your chest. Straighten your front leg and lean forward. Slowly bend into your leg. Cartwheel your arms open over your right shoulder so that your right toes are facing the long edge of your mat, left toes facing the top of your mat. Take your left leg to the back. No reverse warrior. Warrior two. And then forward into side angle. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward into triangle. Taking that modification for how deep you go. Slowly bend your right leg. Come back up. We'll do one more advanced move here if you're into it. Step your right foot a couple inches in towards your left. Put your left hand onto your chair. And if you're up for it, lift your right leg. Slowly come down, back into warrior two. Turn both toes towards the top of your mat. Bring your hands up. Inhale, step your right to meet your left. Exhale, down into chair pose. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Again, sorry, I'm going to move my chair just so you can see everything I'm doing, but feel free to stay where you're at. Take a big inhale here. Exhale to down, to forward fold. Inhale, slowly come up, hands on your knees. Take those few cat-cows here. Slowly roll up. Step your right foot in the middle of your mat. Grab onto either side of your chair. If you're comfortable with it, lift your left leg. Push through your left heel. And slowly lower down your left foot to your mat. Take your feet about hip distance apart. Slowly come to a tall high lunge here. Drop your hands, interlace your fingers, open your chest. Straighten your front leg and lean forward. Slowly bend your front leg, arms up. Cartwheel open over your right shoulder now into warrior two. Drop your backhand, flip your front, reverse your warrior. Come back to warrior two, drop your forearm to your thigh. Reach forward with your left hand. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reach for your chair. Bring your hand down to the place that's comfortable for triangle, opening up our inner thighs here. Slowly bend into your right leg, come back up. Again, if you're comfortable, scoot your left leg up a few inches, grab for the top of your chair with your right hand, and lift your left leg. In half moon here. Beautiful. Slowly lower down. We'll just bring our left hand onto our chair here and step our right back to meet our left. Send your hips back in that modified down dog. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale back. Last time, inhale forward. And exhale back. Start to bring your body weight forward as you step your right foot forward with your heel on your mat, toes off your mat. Same with your right. Drop down into Malasana or the squat pose. Again, it's always fine to use that chair to hold yourself up if a full squat doesn't feel good or isn't in your practice. And inhale, push yourself up. Beautiful. Let's come back to a gentle seated position in our chair to finish out our practice today. Going to end the same way we started with those gentle rocking motions. Inhale your body forward. Exhale back. Forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Come to a gentle seated position for a few breaths here. Start to bring your heart rate back down. Modified Savasana. Use your breath to calm your mind, calm your body. Let's take 3 deep breaths together as we finish out our practice. Take a deep inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale forward. Exhale. Bring your hands down to your side. Inhale, and up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down. Bring your hands together at heart center. Drop your chin to your chest. Stay here for a moment in quiet gratitude for coming onto your mat today. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste.